Hi, I'm Tyler, and today we're going to be changing some oil. Alright, come have a look. First, here's some standard parts you're going to need. You're going to need your wrench. Now, every car may be a little different. Mine, in this case, is a 16mm. Right here, you're going to need your oil filter, and depending on how tight your oil filter is, you may need one of these. It just clamps around the end, takes it off. And you're going to need your drain pan, which we've got under here. Now, why don't you come down here, have a look. So, we got our drain pan positioned underneath the oil pan, and right over here you see we've got our oil plug, and what you're going to want to do is loosen that up and take it all the way out, let the oil drain out right down into here, which I've already done for video's sake because it takes a little bit of time. I've already done that, so that's nice and tight and back up on there. And now you're also going to want to find your oil filter. In my car, it's right there. You see it's got the little funnel thing underneath it, and you're going to want to go ahead and loosen that up. Now I'm going to get the camera back over here, and I'm going to do that next. Now this is kind of the messiest part because oil drains out and gets all over the place. Let's see if I can get it by hand. Oh, I can. That's just great. So we're going to try and avoid getting too dirty by doing it from another angle, which I don't know if is going to be possible. Alright, here it comes. And you're going to want to take that all the way off as well because you've got to replace it. And without too much trouble with this one, got it off of there. And there's going to be oil in it, so you're going to want to dump that out. And that can all be discarded. Alright, and that's that. So, big towel's always handy. Next thing you're going to want to do, you've got your oil filter off, you've drained your oil pan, everything's empty. You're always going to want to look on the top of your oil cap here. It's going to tell you what kind of oil you need. So this is going to be where you insert the oil, the fresh oil. But before you do that, you have to put the oil filter on. So what you're going to want to do with that to make sure it seals is you're going to take out your new oil filter. Make sure you've got the right one, of course. And you're going to see, if you come look, have a close look, there's an O-ring on the top. And you always want to make sure that O-ring comes off with the old oil filter, because if it gets stuck on there and you put the new one on there, it's not going to make the seal, and it's going to leak out all over the place when you start your car the first time. So you don't want that to happen. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take some fresh oil, a little bit in the cap full is just fine. Get this O-ring out of here, and you're going to want to just lube it up a little bit with oil, just to ensure that it makes that good seal, because you don't want it to be leaking. Throw it right back on there, and that's good. Now you're going to want to take your oil filter, your fresh one, of course, and go place it back where you took the old one off. Just right back in the same position, making sure, of course, that the old O-ring is off of there. So I'm going to put it back under here really quickly. Do that. Now you don't have to fill this up with oil. The car will do that for you. Oh, so you're going to reach. Let's see. See how it's the O-ring's on there still? That's good. That's what we want. Don't want that to be stuck on the engine now. Okay, now that we've got that back up there, make sure it's all nice and tight. Now just hand tight probably, because then you won't be able to get it off next time if you do it too tight. And just a quick double check on your drain plug, so you want to make sure that's nice and tight. Nice and tight. And that's it for underneath the car. Now, what we've got up top is you're going to want to come up here, remove your drain cap. See? And that's where you're going to insert the next oil. And you can look in your owner's manual for what type of oil, as well as how much to put. In my case, it's 4.5 quarts. So I'm going to need a funnel. Basically, all you're going to want to do is just put it in there as much as you need. 4.5 quarts in this case for me. Once 4.5 quarts is in there, then I'm pretty confident that it's good. I'm going to start my engine, and then I'm going to take it out. Make sure it's all level. And then I'm going to come over here to my drain plug. And this is how you can check the oil. You pull that out, make sure that it's in between the minimum and the maximum. And as long as that's there, and you know you put the right amount in, you're good to go for another 5 or 3 or 7,000 miles, however many it is you do it. And that's how we do it.